And we did that, but one of the things was the flowers that she had there. Oh my God, she had oleanders, and these were just big clumps all around this white cottage. It was just like in the movies, just wildflowers, big clumps. Well, not really wild, they're cultivated. Oleanders, the geraniums were 10 foot high. I guess it's the climate there and the soil, the volcanic soil. The roses were 15 foot high. There was bougainvillea and flame trees and the fuchsias and asters and daisies. They had trees there with beautiful white trumpet flowers. They called them angel trumpets. And then there were some that had the gold trumpets. And they had, I said flame trees, and they had the lantanas. It was just an hibiscus, a profusion of color. It was so beautiful. It was just like a postcard, just by this English cottage. She told us that she sold this year. The kids said, "Sell, Mom, sell." She sold this year, but she sold the whole farm, but she kept 35 acres for herself. That included her house and the house where her 3 houses for her 3 children where they live with their spouses, and her sister's house. So they're still there in the same spot. How nice. Then she told us to go down to look at the church that her father built. And it was there, and there was a cemetery there. And in the cemetery, guess what? Who is buried there? Dr. Louis Leakey, the anthropologist and the archaeologist. He is buried there. Isn't that something? I couldn't believe my eyes. I took some photographs of the stone there. Oh, now, wait. We found out the results of Tom's boy that got in jail. Not his boy, his student. He got out okay, because Tom was thinking that maybe they would deport him. He got out. He was 2 nights in the jail, 1 night in one jail, and then they moved him to another jail. He says, well, it wasn't too bad, but I heard people hollering as they were getting thrashed for not answering questions fast enough. So he spent the 2 nights in the jail, and he was suspended. I think, and Tom raised his eyebrows, I think that he had to pay a certain amount of bribe or something to get him out of that thing, because that was not funny stuff. That was very serious business. So that's what happened there. Then we left Nairobi, and we went on further, and we were going to go to Aberdare Country Club, high up in the hills. It's not a range of mountains. It's just highlands. There's 2 peaks there. One is 12,000 feet and one is 13,000 feet. But for the most part, it's just highlands. And it's the Aberdare Mountains. And we're going to Aberdare National Park. And we're going to go there for lunch. And it was beautiful. It was so nice. And the peahens, the peacocks, they were there, wah, wah, they squawk, and they open up their tails and they walk around and show off their tails. And talk about flowers. Oh my God, that place was just like Disneyland with every imaginable thing. Everything was just perfect, and all the flowering trees and bushes and the views for miles and miles and miles of rolling hills. This was really out of Africa. It was so beautiful. So we had lunch there, and then we were going to go on to the Ark. We're still in the highlands. We're at the Ark, and it's 7,500 feet up. This is a building, and it takes 100 guests. Luckily, there's only 50 today. It's going to get busier at the weekends, the man told me, and then in mid-December from then on, he says it's going to be packed. Right now, we still have the little rainy season where you get showers, so a lot of people are waiting till those get over. After the first week in December, there's no more rain. Supposedly December 1st, but that doesn't work out all the time. So you get to the Ark after you pull up in your van there. You get out, and to get to the Ark, you have to walk on a high catwalk that's up above ground. The Ark overlooks Yasabara, Waterhole, and Salt Lick.